The World Pension Summit Africa Special is ongoing in Abuja, the federal capital. The event commenced this morning with the launch of a new logo for Nigeria's Pensions Commission. Speaking at the event, the keynote speaker, Dr. Gerald Leon, told participants that he's impressed by the planning process so far embarked on by the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with late appointment of a cabinet by the president.
One area that many international commentators talk about is the lack of clarity about the vision and the fact that new appointments haven't been made so quickly. I keep saying, so what? I think it's quite clear that the new presidential administration already has embarked upon a meticulous planning process. In the early 2000s, I worked with Qatar, then a small, resource-rich economy that many people did not have a strong, positive view of. And we look at Qatar, and it's transformed itself, as indeed have one or two others. Okay, new appointments have not been quick, but let's not forget that when the Obama administration came in, indeed when the president was also re-elected, it took absolutely ages for many of the appointments in Washington to be made and then approved. Belgium even didn't have a government for a year and its economy did well. So I think we should worry less about the actual fine-tuning of the announcement of appointments and focus more and be encouraged more by the fact that there is a clear planning process behind the scenes. But there are also two quantifiable ways of looking at the challenges facing Nigeria. One is market spreads. Market spreads are high. In some respects, it's very difficult to say whether that's a Nigeria-specific issue or a market-specific issue linked to emerging economies. I tend to think it's more the latter than the former. But one thing that did concern me was last week, or the week before's, report by the World Economic Forum on global competitiveness. Now, I used to work with the World Economic Forum and a couple of agenda councils. I didn't put together ever the World Competitiveness Report, but I put together a few of their other reports in terms of on the panels. And so I understand that these are not always the absolute truth, and there's a degree of, shall we say, margin of error. But even so, let me tell you as it is from the recent World Competitiveness Report. Nigeria was seen as the 25th biggest economy in market size. It was seen as the 35th out of 150 or so in terms of efficient labour markets. They are big positives. And we should not underestimate that other economies would like to be in that space. The challenge, though, are these three numbers. Institutions, 124th. Infrastructure, 133rd. Health and primary education, 140th. Not great, but it's like most things in life, once you identify the issue, and these issues, once identified, can and will be addressed.